Edwards with MiningIR, and we are here at the mining investment event with Ted Ellwood, who is the CEO of Peloton Minerals Corporation, trading as PMC on the CSE. Thank you so much for talking to me today.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us a bit about yourself and how you got into this mining sector.
Well, both of my grandparents were gold prospectors. So when I was about the age of 10, I was out in northern Manitoba banging on rocks looking for gold.
Right.
And mostly I found pyrite, but it stuck with me. And I've been in the exploration business the better part of 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it really was like a childhood love.
It's once you get the bug, you want to find things. And so over the years, we found nickel, cobalt, and different things. Right now, we've got a big lithium project in northern Nevada.
Okay.
And that's an exciting project as well, because lithium in clay is a relatively new phenomenon, or a new type of deposit.
Okay.
And so we're having fun.
Right. So can you give us a quick overview of Peloton Minerals Corporation?
Peloton is a junior exploration company. That's our focus is exploration. We've been focused or concentrating on northern Nevada for a number of years, largely Carlin-style gold projects. We've been quite successful in that regard. The Geologic Society of Nevada has featured two of our more grassroots projects as in their symposiums over the last couple of years. And what happened was in late 2022, early 23, a company called Surge Battery Metals went and discovered a great big giant lithium deposit right beside us. And I didn't
let go.
Well, I didn't know what to make about that at first, but because we're so used to looking for gold. But we started rethinking our geology and data that we had, and we realized that that on the two properties that we had up there, which were about 6 miles apart, there was the same kind of geology, the same type of clay that was holding the lithium that Surge discovered.
Right.
And that same type was not only on our two properties, it was everywhere in between the two of them. So then it became a job of staking all of that ground. We now have about 442 claims, so it's almost 40 square kilometers. And in Nevada, you can't just stake it on a computer. You have to actually physically go out there and put the sticks in the ground. And back it was not long after COVID, and we couldn't get anybody to go and do it. So it was yours truly out there banging sticks in the rug. I think the second trip I made, in 7 days, I hiked 90 kilometers and carrying all these stakes with me.
That's a true CEO, I have to say.
Dodging rattlesnakes while we're at it.
Wow, dangerous.
Yeah.
So you just mentioned briefly before that you're working on a new project in Nevada.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? What makes it exciting?
Well, that has become the ground that we had, and then what we staked. That's morphed now into what we call the North Elko Lithium Project, and it's right directly beside Surge. We're at an earlier stage than they are because, of course, they've had a couple of rounds of drilling so far. But since we staked that ground, we've conducted a number of programs, surface geophysics, soil geochemistry, detailed mapping, prospecting, what have you. And it all leads to indicate that there's an extensive clay layer underneath our property. It might be as big as 35 square kilometers. And if that's mineralized, that would be as big as any lithium deposit in North America. So we're looking forward to drilling that.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Other than that, is there anything else that is big news with you guys? Any recent milestones?
Well, right now we're here at this this show, which is one of the best shows actually in the world now.
Yeah.
We're raising money for the drilling program this summer. We're getting good response, and the game plan is to drill 24 initial holes on the property. So we'll be covering the almost the entire 35 square kilometers. That'll be a lot of drilling, a lot of holes, and a lot of news flow, I guess, shall we say, for potential investors or existing ones. And then we'll have a second phase in the fall that will do selective drilling in deeper areas and trying to get an extent or an idea on how deep this clay layer really is. So,
wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
What should investors be watching for in the next 6 to 12 months with you?
Well, clearly the drilling, that's That would be like a discovery program,
Yeah.
is the way that's designed. And we haven't seen a big discovery in the metals world for a number of years. They're not so easy to find anymore.
Okay.
But if you go back to the earlier, Kid Creek and Hemlo, I mean, you can see a stock go from, Hemlo, the stocks went from 10 cents to $20, and we see that in the tech world these days, but we haven't seen it recently in the mining.
Yeah.
And because lithium in clay is kind of a new target, like nobody looked for clay before because it wasn't worth anything. But now that we realize that there's lithium in it, it's worth exploring for. And because these clay beds, they're beds that go for kilometers.
Yeah.
They're relatively easy from an exploration standpoint to target and drill, and the value of something like that is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just to put a number on that, Lithium America, which is currently the biggest lithium deposit in North America, they're about 100 miles west in identical geology. The in situ value of what they've got, so the value of all the lithium they have in the ground, is almost $600 billion with a B. So
no M, that's a B.
That's bigger than any gold mine that's ever produced in Nevada.
Oh my goodness.
So we're talking about some significant numbers. And if that clay layer, like I say, is mineralized, it's going to be in the same category as LAC. It's a district scale exploration project.
It's kind of big, kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big thing.
Yeah, it's kind of a big thing. What sets Peloton apart from others in your space?
Well, the size of the target, right? There's not too many targets like that. I don't want to disparage anything or anybody, but typically a lithium in clay deposit like that is maybe 1,000 ppm. Surge is 3,000. LAC, Lithium America, is 3,000. We think we understand why that is. There's a couple of different sources of lithium that caused this to happen. And we're expecting we would be in the same kind of category grade-wise. So it's not only big, but grade makes a lot of minds come true. So
where can our viewers go to learn more about the company?
The website is pelotonminerals.com. The trading symbol is PMC.
Yep.
We also trade in the United States on the OTCQB market, which is PMCCF. And you can always give us a call. Our phone numbers are on the website. You're welcome to phone, ask questions. We take all the calls.
They take all the calls.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah.
Have fun at the conference.
Thank you again for having me.
Of course.